Victor OSIMEHN. Now, Finidi is an absolute icon. He's a legend in Nigerian football. Recently, I was watching something where he said that his only regret was that he didn't go to Real Madrid at the time when they wanted to sign him. And Finidi George, you can't take anything away from him because, like I said, he's a legend of the game, especially in Nigerian football. And we've got him facing Victor OSIMEHN, who is currently the AFCON, the best player in Africa right now. Obviously, there was a lot of things that come back and forth where Finidi George was saying that he doesn't want to beg anybody. On top of that as well, he didn't really mention names, but obviously people like Victor OSIMEHN, he said he couldn't beg OSIMEHN. According to them, some people said he's misquoted, some people said he never mentioned names. We don't really know what happened there. Also, Finidi George, Victor OSIMEHN said that he was injured for the qualifiers for the game that Nigeria had, where they lost to Benin Republic, which was a big shame because their former coach was our former coach. Their current coach was our former coach, gonna tour. And obviously, it's a big shame. If the way they were lifting him up after the game, you think they've won the World Cup. So it was a big shame. Nigeria, ow, wow, I can't believe it, man. And then on top of that as well, obviously Victor OSIMEHN came out on Instagram Live, once going on a rant about Finidi George, saying that Finidi George, blah blah blah, who is he, disrespecting Finidi George. One thing I've always learned is you can't disrespect your coach, man. But anyways, Finidi George, basically what's happened with him, the backstory is, obviously, he's had 2 game over qualifiers, he's drawn 1, he's lost 1. Obviously, there's still some more games to go, but the issue is the way Nigeria is looking, we're playing beautiful football, but we're not winning. It's a problem. I'm an Arsenal fan. Arsene Wenger used to play beautiful football, but we didn't win nothing. We didn't win the league. But anyways, going back, moving away from that. So what's now happening is Finidi George now, after he's had a long conversation, according to my sources, he had a long conversation with the Nigerian Football Federation on a Wednesday, which they had a conversation about his tenure and different discussions regarding Nigerian football. But they never made mention to him that they were going to bring in a technical advisor to come and advise him, to come and help him. Which, obviously, there's nobody that will do that kind of stuff to, that it doesn't feel like a demotion. Why are you bringing and this technical advisor as well, he was in contention to be the Nigerian manager. Or Nigerian head coach, as they're calling it. But the problem is why do you want to bring him as technical advisor when he's also a coach himself? So why would you have 2 coaches? It's not as if they're passing the blame, because now if he tells Finidi George that do this way and Finidi George decides not to do it this way and it goes wrong, he's going to say, oh, I advised him but he didn't listen, which is a problem. We're not making it look like it's Finidi George's problem. It's as if you're trying to bring 2 captains for 1 ship, which is not gonna make sense. So, and it seemed like a demotion, and if I was in that kind of position, I would resign as well, which he did. Finidi George, a man of integrity, and we know Finidi George is a prideful man. He's got ego, so he just resigned, and that's the best thing to do, because at the end of the day, for me, I hate that so much. When people don't believe in my ability, then they come and make it look like it is. I know one guy tried to do that before. I won't mention his name, but he said that I was going to be the manager of a team. All of a sudden, as a manager of a team, he now wants to bring another person, saying to me he has higher qualifications. I said, listen, come on, man, get off it. It's either you want me as your manager or you don't want me as your manager. Simple as that. But this job, I've been doing it for a long period of time. You might not like me, but you look at my CV, you know that I've done the job. So it's the same with Finidi George here. Come on, you're basically trying to demote the guy. So it's better it's best just resign and do what you need to do. But back on Finidi George and Victor OSIMEHN, obviously what Victor OSIMEHN did, obviously he's saying like nobody can talk to him, nobody can do this, nobody can do that. Fair enough. Me, I'm not there. It's his life. It's what he wants to do. But obviously, I think these kind of things are things where you should have inside. Is a matter that's supposed to be sorted out indoors, not something you should be going on live, because when you're angry as well, you say things that you don't mean. But one thing it is, no matter who your manager is, you got to give him that level of respect. Because if you can't respect your manager, then your manager is basically powerless. Basically, you can't do anything. But listen, who's gonna be the Nigerian manager? Listen, the NFF needs to sort that out quick, because we've got qualifiers. The last World Cup we didn't go because of our nonsense. And I don't like these players, man, when they think they're too big, especially these players that are in the European competition, when they think they're too big. Mikel also have that kind of problem with Stephen Keshi. And these players keep doing this. They keep doing this. I don't understand. And when they're in their clubs, they don't do the same thing. It's not the same way they react. Maybe because it's their clubs paying them. But when they come to Nigeria, they think they're too big. I remember back then, I don't want to call people's names, but I remember back then, Victor Moses was a right wing back for Chelsea under Mourinho and under Conte. Come Nigeria now, he wants to play number 10. What kind of? Come on, man. And then in your club, you're playing right wing. Why don't you play the same way, the same position when you come to Nigeria? But like I said, these kind of things are not what Nigeria needs right now. Nigeria needs to qualify for this World Cup. But with the way they're playing, I don't even want them to qualify, because if they go and qualify and go and be doing this dumbness they're doing, it's gonna hurt me, because I'm a fan and I want to support them. But Nigeria, fix up, because these are not the kind of time we need these kind of issues. These are time we should be working together to ensure we get to the World Cup and we win these matches. But if you guys keep doing this nonsense, keep messing up, and it's like that in some of these West African teams. Ghana too, problem. Sule Muntari and Kevin Prince-Boateng, money problem. What is going on, man? Come on, man. We African football should have progressed past this, man. Anyway, this is what I hope it's their own issue. I hope they sort it out. But please, you guys, whoever is in charge of NFF, sort it out as quick as possible, because this is not the time Nigeria needs all this. This is not the time Nigeria needs to qualify for that World Cup. So come on, everybody, get behind Nigeria. Victor OSIMEHN and FINIDI George, please call him up. OSIMEHN, call him up. Let you guys settle that indoors, because you don't need all this public. Because Finidi George is not someone that even needed the Nigerian coach job. He doesn't need it, because he's a wealthy man and he will survive. He will survive. But he just loves that game. I feel it in his body that he just loves the game. He wants to give back as a legend, as an icon of Nigerian football that he is. So, anyways, NFF, please sort it out. Finidi George, sort it out. OSIMEHN, sort it out. Whoever is involved to sort out this issue, sort it out. And let's get another coach as well to ensure. But what you guys did, NFF, what you guys did to Finidi George, that treatment, that's not good, man. At least let him know beforehand, to let him know that, oh, there will be a technical advisor coming. But you don't even let him know. You go on you go and announce for public. Come on, man. How do you think, if that was you, if that was your brother or sister, they did that to, would you be happy? The last one that was even now worse, the whole thing, when I know that Nigeria is a joke, was when is it the chairman or the chairman of the NFF, he said that he didn't know that Finidi George resigned. What is going on in this country? This country is a joke. It's a cruise country. Yeah, you man, fix up, man. Fix up.